You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodrance for Black and White Sports. Well, we're going to talk about Deshaun Watson again. You guys know that we've covered this extensively on the channel. Why? Because the mainstream media just refuses to cover it. I've continued to say this should be the biggest story from the NFL of the last, 13, 14 months is the civil lawsuits against Deshaun Watson. He is supposed to be a franchise NFL quarterback. Mainstream media was plenty worried about him finding a trading partner, but they certainly were not worried about covering these acts that may or may not have been committed. Now, a lot of people have come out and they've been very critical of the fact that I make these videos. Oh, you're targeting Deshaun Watson. No, Cleveland fans really aren't upset. Well, yeah. I mean, I made a video over on Black and White Sports 2 where a Cleveland newspaper conducted a poll, and the majority of fans that answered the poll were upset over having acquired Deshaun Watson. Why? Because of these issues. Okay, there's character flaws there, right, wrong, or indifferent, all right? Now, there's been things said about the women. Well, there's something sinister going on with the women. Maybe. Okay, we may find out they're all totally trifling, all right? However, when you combine all the women that Rusty Hardin brought out on behalf of Deshaun, and then the 22 women that filed the civil lawsuits, what is an NFL quarterback doing soliciting or trying to pursue 40 different women? Do you think that's smart conduct by an NFL quarterback? A franchise NFL quarterback getting $230 million guaranteed? That's not the kind of conduct I'm looking for from my franchise quarterback. It's just not. Okay? It's something habitual and serial there. That's not normal. It's not normal. I don't want my franchise quarterback conducting himself that way. So, my God, it's crazy how many people do want to give this guy a pass. Okay? Legal fight emerges over the timing of Deshaun Watson's deposition testimony. Guys, this is Florio, and you won't believe, Florio's a lawyer, and he's actually been kind of pro Deshaun Watson in this. But even Florio comes out and says in this article, I mean, this is bullshit, okay? The reason that Deshaun Watson wants to delay these depositions is pure unadulterated privilege. That's it. Because he's a superstar quarterback, he feels he should be able to delay the deposition of the depositions, and he's going to have to give one for every woman here. Okay? 22 civil lawsuits pending against Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson will continue to be a distraction from his day job. The lawyer representing the 22 plaintiffs realizes the benefit of that reality. Via USA Today, a skirmish has emerged on the question of whether Watson will submit to deposition testimony in these cases during his new employer's off-season program. Unbelievable. Tony Busby has filed a notice of his intention to question Watson on 5 different days in early May. Now get this. Watson has objected based on his preparations for the 2022 season. This guy wants to get out of depositions because he's a fucking football player. Are you kidding me right now? Quote, Mr. Watson recently moved out of state and currently lives in Ohio. Watson's attorney, Rusty Hardin, said in a filed document filed in court on Friday. He has a full-time job that requires his presence in Ohio Monday through Friday. As a result, Mr. Watson is not available for depositions in Texas on the date unilaterally noticed by plaintiffs. Counsel for Mr. Watson offered multiple dates for Mr. Watson's deposition that were rejected by plaintiff's counsel. So you believe because he is a star NFL quarterback that unlike regular everyday citizens that have Monday through Friday jobs, that should just be able to be moved, be ignored. That is, in fact, privilege of whatever kind you want to decide to call it. A hearing on the issue is set for next week. Some thoughts on the situation appear below. First, Watson's presence is, quote, required only for the off-season program. Second, it should be fairly easy to schedule the depositions for the window of 6 weeks or so between the end of the off-season program and the start of training camp. So even Florio is calling this bullshit. Third, Busby knows well what he's doing. He's trying to exert even more settlement pressure on Watson by making the process as big a pain in the butt as possible. And yes, it would be much better for Watson if he simply settles the cases. But Busby knows this, which serves only to make the price of the settlement higher. It's his damn job on behalf of the plaintiffs. That is his job. Presiding judge likely won't be thrilled that the parties have been unable to resolve this on their own. Judges always want lawyers to find a way to work together to resolve such matters. Judges aren't paid based on the case or by the hour. They get a salary. The fewer avoidable fights they have to handle, the easier their lives are. The best approach to the entire litigation continues to be getting everybody in a room with a retired judge who will try to broker a global settlement. All parties involved need to endure a little tough love in order to get this done. Busby may need more of it than anybody else. If the presiding judge hopes to minimize the time spent on this case, ordering a mandatory mediation of all cases to be conducted between the end of the off-season program and start of training camp could be the best move to make. But like I said, even Florio is acknowledging that is sort of bullshit. You're trying to get out of your deposition testimonies only based on your NFL off-season program because you're a star quarterback. I mean, what if you're the guy that is the trash truck driver that has to pick up Monday through Friday in different sections of different counties? Oh, that's okay. You can miss work, but not Deshaun Watson. No, he's a star NFL quarterback. You should be privileged to have him sit down and give you a deposition. Really? I mean, horse shit. I find this bullshit. And look, Tony Busby's job is to make Deshaun Watson's life uncomfortable at this point. Sorry, but not sorry. That is part of his gig. Okay? Wow. Hey guys. Oh, don't worry about that. You're an everyday folk. See if you're called for a deposition and see if you miss it and then you call them and said, I got to work today. I had to work. See how well that's going to work out for you. Oh, but this star NFL quarterback believes he should be able to get out of it. All right, whatever. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. And for the record, I love pissing off Deshaun Watson defenders. I love it. I thrive off of it. I live for it at this point. It is unbelievable how many people can actually justify defending this fucking clown. It's unbelievable. Wow. And for the record, I was a massive Deshaun Watson fan before this bullshit emerged. So, I don't want to be called a hater on Deshaun Watson. I was a huge fan coming out of Clemson. I'm disappointed in Deshaun Watson, I can tell you that right now. Peace. I'm out. Till next.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.